If you want to come to me, you have to stop rattling the cabinet. English. Das ist Piotra.
Hello.
Yes,
Were you rattling because you were wanting assistance of some kind?
assistance is always necessary sometimes.
How can we support you?
It's frightening to be alone, and so sometimes it's just good to have people around that may notice that you're there.
Why are you alone?
Perhaps I choose to be, perhaps it's what is supposed to be, I'm not quite sure. But sometimes it does still get lonely.
Well, it's much nicer to hear words from you than rattling that we don't understand.
Is the rattling annoying you?
No, I just would rather have a more understandable communication.
Understandable.
Um,
You see, they tell me about the light that I should go there, but sometimes it's not there. Sometimes I think the light was never there. It was just my imagination that saw something, a brightness in the distance somewhere to maybe escape. But they said that that is where I'm supposed to go, but I don't think so.
where where do you think you should?
Don't know where I should go. My energy is growing in this wherever I am between. See, now I can rattle it and not even be there. Not as much rattling, I guess.
Sounds pretty similar to me. I'm impressed. Have you seen the light before?
Like I said, I see something that looks like the light, but it's far away. I am not sure it's for me, or if it's just something that is made up, something that is an illusion. Perhaps illusion is where I am living now. I would like to think there is some light somewhere.
Have you tried inviting the light to come to you?
Gee, no. Invitation to something that is not a person or a spirit does not seem likely to happen.
What do you think the light is?
I'm not quite sure. They say it's a portal to get to a better place. But that does not sound logical to me.
Why does that not seem logical?
Why would it seem logical to you? If
Well,
you seem to think that it sounds logical and I do not.
I I believe in reincarnation. As many people I've talked to have described it,
Bah,
and it follows from that in my mind. But if you don't accept that premise, then you will not accept the conclusion.
yes, I guess that is the problem. But what if it is the truth? How am I supposed to believe it?
Do you want to believe it?
I'm not sure. Is it a good thing? I'm not sure what reincarnation really does. Do I come back as a cow?
I don't know myself, but I've heard different stories about it, and
Well, if I wasn't a good person, then I come back as an insect or something. So who wants to do that? Staying here is much safer.
I've not heard it described that way. The way Jim has described it to me, when people transition, they go through a life review, reconnect with their oversoul, and reconnect with all kinds of loved ones that they've been with in their past life and other lives. And it sounds like a very wonderful, transformative experience.
It sounds like a doctor's appointment and then a family reunion.
Perhaps. It certainly doesn't sound lonely, though.
No, it doesn't. It just does not sound practical.
Why doesn't it sound practical?
Well, because how am I supposed to believe that all these people are still there?
Well, you're still there, aren't you?
I am somewhere,
And you
but
are
it
not
is
physical.
not. It's not anywhere I want to be.
But you still exist without your body.
Yes.
So if you still exist without your body, it's certainly logical that it follows that others are existing without their bodies.
Well, I was just thinking, why aren't they here then?
Because they've gone through the portal.
Did they stop here?
Some may, some might not have.
Well, where is the portal now?
I don't know, but I will invite the portal to be in this room with us.
Interesting. An invitation to a portal. Well, invite it then. I'm certainly anxious to see if something will come.
I ask whatever presences understand how the portal works to join us and invite the portal to be present with us. Angels, higher power, God, whatever your concept of beings that understand these things, I invite you to be with us and show us the portal, the light, transition.
A lot of pretty words. Let's see what happens.
I feel warm and tingly.
Have you been drinking?
No, I don't drink at all.
Ah, well, warm and tingly. That sounds like you have been drinking.
No, it's just, perhaps it's just an emotional response to my imagination.
Now, wait a minute. I do see a light up ahead. It just is not very big.
What happens if you pay more attention to it?
Maybe if I walk over to it. Let me see if I can get to it.
Fascinating.
What?
I've never talked to somebody who was looking at the light.
I don't know if you are or not looking at someone or listening to someone. I don't know what it is that I'm looking at. But I'm moving toward it. It's getting bigger. It seems like there is something inside of it. There is like someone there.
Can you talk to that someone?
I don't know. I will check. Is there someone there? All right. It's a very interesting response. They are waving their arms as if like they want me to come in. But they have not said anything. And there's more than one now. There's 3 or 4. 4.
Get close enough to see who any of them are.
I'm afraid to get a little too close. It might suck me in.
Their arms look menacing.
No, it looks like they are at a sports arena and they are waving their arms.
Are you as close as you feel comfortable getting?
Yes, right now, for sure.
How do you feel looking at this?
A little confused. It looks like fun. But then again, That could be a deception, a trap.
Is it true?
It could be. What else can it be? I know what you're going to say. Never mind. I take back the question. But yes, I must investigate first before I can just jump through the hoops.
Fair enough. How would you like to investigate?
If they could say something, that would be nice.
Speak to them and ask them to identify themselves or say something?
Sure. Who are you? And what do you want? How do you know my name? How do I know that's you? He says, just to keep you understanding what's happening, is that he says that he's my grandfather. He knows my name. You do not look like my grandfather. He was 94 when he died. You look 28 or 30. Oh. So whenever you go there, you get younger looking. You go back to an age of greatest vitality. That's right. Is that what you're saying?
Sounds nice.
That's what he is telling me, is that he is at his age of greatest vitality and best looks. So now he is telling me that that will happen with me as well.
That sounds pretty good to me. How does it sound to you?
It sounds like a lot of, I'm not sure what word you would say.
Full excrement, perhaps?
Yes, translation, yes. But there is other people with him. And who are they? Oh, oh. Now that looks like him. That looks like him. I had a brother who died at very young age. He was only 7. And he is there.
Does he look older than 7?
No. He looks like what I remember him to look like. Do you think I should go?
Doesn't sound like it's a place of no return yet. You could probably get a little closer and see how it feels.
Now you're trying to trap me.
No, it's your choice. I'm just curious. I would love to hear more about your journey and what you can find out. But I am.
No, you sound like a very nice guy. A very, very trusting.
I trust Jim. If he's bringing you through,
That's who I'm speaking through. Yeah, this is very odd.
he's a very kind, loving man.
Yes, so you say. But it does seem like he's very calm. He does not seem angry. He does not seem like a very angry or anxious person. No fear here. All right, I will get a little closer just because. The facts point to that you are telling the truth. You better be telling the truth. I'm moving closer. There are some more questions I want to ask you. Not you, but them.
Good.
So how long have you been there? How old were you when you died? Is there anybody else there that I should know is there? No. Yes. Why do I feel sad? Why do I feel lonely? Are you saying that? Let me repeat. He is saying that if I come there, I will not feel sad or lonely or anything bad. He is telling me that it is all very positive.
That's consistent with the stories I've heard. I cannot remember any first-hand experience of going through the light, so I don't know.
There are other people there now. and they look familiar. They are all smiling. It looks like a very happy place. They are saying that if I want to be happy, I should come to them. Why am I afraid?
Why do you think you're afraid?
I'm afraid it's that my life has not been the best, and that this is something that is a trap to make me pay for it.
Why don't you ask them if you have to?
They will lie. They don't know, do they?
I would imagine they do. Why don't you ask one of them if they've made mistakes in their life?
They were all good people. They were all very good. All these people that I see are very good people. They are smiling, they are happy, they have lived their lives in a very, very good way. At least as far as I know.
I believe all people do the best they can with what their experience and knowledge empowers them.
All right, let me ask them. I was not the best person. Why should I come there? Won't I be punished? Won't there be consequences? Won't I be set apart? They're telling me. They're telling me no. I want to believe that.
All will be forgiven.
They said it was forgiven when I died. Now I have to forgive myself.
All these people can forgive.
It wasn't them that I hurt. They can forgive me easily. It was the ones I left behind that hurt. They're still in their bodies. But I've been thinking about this a long time. It's been going through my head for a long time that this light thing might be better than what I'm living now. And I'm eventually going to do it. Because I don't see any other options. There is none. And this option to stay is not the best. But at least I feel a little safe. Because nothing has happened to me.
Oh, you feel safe where you are right now.
Yes.
Nothing bad has happened to you, or nothing good has happened to you, or nothing.
Correct.
All of you.
Correct.
Being rejoined with your loved ones and family.
If it truly is them. Like I said, they may be trying to trap me.
If they're all in a happy place.
What if I get there and it's not happy at all?
I'm guessing because you have the choice to go there or not. You would have the choice to leave if you wanted to leave. You seem to be able to choose for yourself where you want to go and what you want to do in your current state. If you don't have a body that they can imprison you with, how could they hold you there?
That's a very clever answer. But I don't know if that's true or not. But it is a thought process. All right. I just have to decide. It feels like I'm about ready to dive into ice cold water. You just don't know if you want to do it or not.
Generally, I do want to dive into ice cold water. I prefer my water hot.
But you understand what I mean.
Yes, it sounds very scary. How are you feeling?
Well, to be honest, that I am right.
Would it help if I held your hand here while you
You're going to hold my hand?
Would that help you? Or is there anything else I can do to make it easier for you, to support you in exploring this and facing that fear and making your own decision how you want to do it?
I don't know. Holding my hand is not an option. Talking to me is more comforting.
I am wishing you safety and happiness.
So you think this is my time?
You get to choose your time. I'm thinking that I'm just trying to help you see what your options are and to tell you that I care about you and I wish you the best.
Why would you care about me? You don't even know who I am.
We're all aspects of the divine in one way or another in my belief system.
Ah.
And so,
Well, so.
Just as I care for myself and I care for the divine, I care for you. You have been kind to me. You have allowed me to see something I can't see with my physical eyes.
And what is that?
You've shown me a little picture of what it looks like to be on the other side of death and face the light. That is a rare opportunity for someone in the body.
I see.
And I'm grateful to you for it. And hearing the rattles and hearing you describe how you can do them is a physical manifestation that I was able to observe of a non-physical entity. And so you have shown me that life continues after the body fails. And I'm grateful for that. I'm actually very excited to be speaking with
you. I'm not sure what to say. It's all a little confusing. You're right, this is a place that is not normally somewhere you would go. I'm aware of that. I've been here a long time. I'm not sure what I'm feeling right now. But I know that I have to make a decision. And I haven't done that yet. I don't want to stay here. But I am not sure I want to go there. But eventually, I will have to go anyway. So, because it is the only other option, I cannot go back into the body from here.
you. Sure, those are the only two options.
I've been here for a while, and I have not seen any other option. I am pretty sure.
Can you ask somebody in the light if they can step out to where you are and show you that it's not a trap?
That, well, they have come out pretty far.
So they don't appear to be trapped in this.
No, they don't. They seem to be rather free. So that is an option also, to return here if I do not like it there. But it appears that they like it where they are, or it appears that they are free to do what they will. But is that the truth? I'm a very skeptical man.
Is there anybody with you who trusts to tell you the truth?
No. So, here goes. I have a couple more questions for you. How do you know me? What kind of a person do you remember me to be? When you were. Well, what do you think now? They make me ashamed because they are not being cruel. They are being kind to me. They have only mentioned my good traits and not my bad ones. They are convincing. They are very convincing. They are. I am embarrassed. It has to be better than this. Must be. I'm so happy. And I'm so sad. No, I cannot cry. No, no.
Not bother me, but it's your choice.
It's weakness. That is what I was taught. I don't know what to believe now. They are calling to me. Their voices sound very kind. There is a light behind them. It changes colors, and it is very blue now. Grandfather, do you love me? Then I will come. I will come. Pietra.
Pietra.
You need my forgiveness.
I wish you
This is a time that I did not expect for today. Yes, yes. I, I'm sorry if I'm moving slowly. It feels so warm near the opening. It feels calm. It feels familiar. It feels familiar. Goodbye.
some water.
Could you?
Pietra was crying.
He was very scared to go through the light. I felt his emotions. He didn't seem like a nasty man.
Whatever he did in his life, I'm sure who he is in essence is not. Well, that was fascinating.